This is Kobo Cop Customs. I have a video today about a quick and simple, super simple custom that anybody could do. I think that's how it's going to work out. I haven't done it yet, but I have it all in my mind, and it's what appears to be a minimal paint, put together kit bash kind of custom anybody could do. And this is we're learning together because I haven't actually put anything together yet until I've done this video first. So we'll see how it goes. This is my plan, okay? I want to make a Mr. T for my G.I. Joe Classified, and I've seen a lot of people doing it on Facebook. And what they're doing is they're just taking this head. This is from the Ultimates, the new Ultimates, WWE Ultimates pack that's coming out in Target. They also have a Hulk Hogan. They both are awesome looking figures, but for me, that Mr. T to go into my G.I. Joe Classifieds wouldn't make sense because he was in wrestling gear. He's in like red tights with wrestling boots, and it just didn't work. Plus he has a Hulkamania shirt. I mean, I'm not going to put a Hulkamania shirt on him like for normal wear. That was just for that one specific match. So I ditched the body, resold it. I just kept the important parts, which were these two awesome head sculpts, the fists, and the chains. And I have the robe. I've seen a lot of people on Facebook taking this this Ultimates figure and putting him on a Roadblock body. I don't think that makes sense because Roadblock is really tall. And if you've seen the A-Team, I just watched a couple episodes for reference. I never watched the A-Team as a kid, but he's kind of short, and he is actually 5'11". Now, Roadblock, I'm pretty sure, is much taller than that. He was played by The Rock. I haven't looked up The Rock's height, but I'm pretty sure it's well over 6 foot. So Roadblock next to Duke would be too tall if you just put Mr. T's head on there. What I was thinking, I noticed that he wears overalls a lot. So for a couple weeks, I was thinking there's got to be somebody better than Roadblock to make him a G.I. Joe Classified figure. And I'm just strolling through Walmart on one of my lunch breaks looking at the figures, and I come across this AEW Unmatched Ortiz, and I'm looking at it like, oh, that would be good if the, I guess it would be good if the, if this wasn't one piece. But then I was like, wait a second, I gave it a closer look, and this is actually a loose piece, and it's removable. And then I watched another video where some guy just totally took it off easy, and there you go. It's super easy to take off. So, oh, I don't know why this plastic isn't here. This guy must have never took it off. Anyways, wow, packaging plastic still in there. Anyways, I picked this up loose off of eBay for cheap. So this is going to be a really easy custom. I mean, what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. First, let me show you a scale. If I can move this camera up. I'm in landscape mode, so let me see if I can back off the camera a little bit to get a better look. Here's my only Roadblock. And by the way, if you only have one Roadblock, or if you're a one figure per character kind of guy, this is the Roadblock you need to get, of course. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay, so you see Roadblock stands, yeah, about a half of a head taller than Ortiz here. His shoulders are notably higher. And Mr. T's more, this is more Mr. T's build. He's stockier, he's more rotund. He's not really like T-shaped. He's kind of more like barrel-shaped. So this just makes way more sense to me than Roadblock. And Mr. T also, he happens to wear red long-sleeve shirts a lot. So, hey, look at this. I could put the red sleeve shirt on this guy, cover up all his skin, and I might not even have to paint him black at all. Oh, and these, by the way, are from Marvel Legends Brother Voodoo, and I'm going to put these on his wrists, some nice gold bracelets. And I'm going to repaint this. You don't have to. These are trigger fingers from the same Roadblock I just showed you. And that's what I went with. You can get any trigger fingers as long as they're the larger size. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video and try to get this shirt on and let you know how it went. Okay guys, here's what we got. It worked. And so far it's looking good. This shirt fits snug, looks great. You can still articulate, you know, up and down, out. Looks great. When Mr. T's head is on, it's going to be like this. So all the skin will be covered. Painting will not be necessary. Beautiful, right? It even sits on the shoulders about right. Look, it leaves perfect amount of space for the jewels, for his chains. I'm going to have to build it up. What I do to build up these pegs quickly and efficiently is with layers of super glue and baking soda, and then sand it down until it's a round ball of the super glue and baking soda, and those are really durable and resistant from breaking or chipping. It's preferable for me than using sculpt. Sculpt chips and breaks off a lot. And so look at that. Now these pants, I think I'm going to leave these army green just like that. And this army green, just, you know, Mr. T didn't have a specific color that he wore. He would change up his style, but he liked his overalls, you know. He liked his red shirts. So, but I'm going to leave the camo green there, but I'm going to paint over this orange, maybe with a red, or just leave it black. This, I'm going to get rid of that orange. These shoes, I'm going to leave the shoes. I know that Mr. T, he liked to wear white gym shoes with socks that go over the bottom of his pant leg. I'm not going to bother with that. That's just too labor intensive to adjust his lower legs. I think because he's wearing G.I. Joe gear, you know, this is like his field gear, it's acceptable. He doesn't always have to have that kind of style shoe. He's going to want to wear boots in battle, you know. He's not going to wear gym shoes. But this orange scarf here, or this bandana, this is clever. Look at this. I've seen Mr. T wearing American flag bandanas like a do-rag over his head. So this one, I'm thinking I'm going to paint it white with a white undercoat. And then I'm going to go over it to make it look like this is his American flag bandana that he's wearing on his waist. So, pretty complete set of classified Mr. T. This is kind of a tricky thing to get off. I'm going to see if I can... You got to kind of go like this, and then stretch this whole thing around the bottom, like this. I'm going to see if I can do this on camera real quick. I might have to cut. Yeah, I'm going to cut to do this. I got to look at this closely while I'm doing it. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so here's what the quick mock-up looks like. The main challenge here that I'm seeing, well, first of all, this looks fantastic. This is just like I had seen it. This is the barrel-chested, stout and strong Mr. T I would expect in this height. I mean, here's roadblock. Wait, let me stand this. This is Mr. T. This is not. You see that? These Brother Voodoo bracelets, they ended up being a little too tight. They don't go all the way onto his wrists. So what I'm going to do is just shave down the inside of the lower part of his wrist with an X-Acto knife, just enough to get these nice and snug on there, because there's a lot of plastic to work with there. You don't have to do that. You could leave them just like this, but see, all you have to do is scoot this up a little bit and you can see the white skin under there, so you got to be mindful of that. And this resizing of this peg. Oh, these hands, all these hand pegs will not fit in that hole. That's a wide peg, wrist peg. This is super skinny on roadblock, and this one's skinny, not big enough. So these are going to need to be built up with, I'll probably use the same method with super glue and baking soda, because it just seems to work for joints and connections. That's phase one of this custom. Get down at there.